In the outhouse, our Kai did not open his eyes. "I suspected as much," he said. That was all. Kevin sat there with his hand up and his mouth open for a moment. Then he closed his mouth and lowered his hand. After all the math he'd done, Archie should definitely have been more impressed. Their waitress approached the table carrying a tray. She put the rice and soup down in front of Archie and gave Kevin the egg roll. Archie opened his eyes and sat up straighter. He rolled his shoulders and blinked a few times, then nodded at Kevin as if they were renewing their acquaintance. Archie picked up the bowl of soup in both hands and sipped at it. "Delicious," he murmured. Then he put the bowl down and reached for the rice. With the fingers of one hand, he rolled some rice into a little ball and popped it into his mouth. Kevin watched him for a moment, disappointed that Archie didn't seem terribly interested that they were both fire tigers. But the smell of the freshly fried egg roll distracted him, and he realized he was starving. "Archer, there are chopsticks if you want them," Kevin said. He tore the paper wrapper off his pair and snapped them apart. Archie watched, then picked up his own pair. He looked at them admiringly. "What fine work," he said. "It must have taken many hours for a craftsman to make them so smooth and even." "What? These cheapo things?" Kevin said. "No, they're mass-produced, in a factory." He saw the blank look on Archie's face. "Oh, never mind. It's not important. I am teaching my people to use them," Archie said. "Many still eat with their hands, which can be efficient, but is often untidy and renders one's hands unfit for the bow." "Wow." "It's true, than what Professor Lee told me." Kevin finished eating before Archie did. He wondered what they would do after they left the restaurant. He was out of ideas. Logical or not, he was 99.9% sure there wasn't another tiger anywhere in Dorchester. Archie slurped up the last of his soup. He pushed his chair back a little and stretched out his legs under the table. The waitress brought a little tray with the bill and 2 fortune cookies in cellophane wrappers. Kevin reached for one. "Dessert," he said. On seeing another blank look on Archie's face, he added, "A cookie." More blankness. Like a little cake. A sweet. "Ah." Archie's face cleared. Kevin opened the wrapper, broke the cookie in half, and pulled out the little strip of paper inside. "Wah," Archie gasped. "A message inside your sweet. Is this some kind of magic?" Kevin grinned. "No, they make them like this. Do you want to play a game?" "What sort of game?" "You read your fortune out loud, but at the end you add the words on the toilet." Kevin had just learned this game. Jason had done it at the birthday dinner. "The toilet?" "Air the latrine," Kevin said. "Maybe you call it the outhouse." The outhouse, yes. "And why do you play this game?" "Because it's funny. But a fortune that comes from the spirits of the ancestors should not be trifled with," Archie said with a frown. "These fortunes don't come from the spirits," Kevin said patiently. "People write them for fun, and this game makes it even more fun." He unfolded the little paper. "Okay, I'm going to read what it says now, but I'm going to add in the outhouse at the end. Ready? Your efforts will have the desired results. Pause dash in the outhouse." Archie's face was expressionless. "Oh. Maybe this was a mistake. Maybe he thinks it's some kind of insult." Then, PAH, Archie barked out a laugh that made Kevin jump. "That is very humorous." Kevin was delighted that Archie got the joke. "Open yours, and I'll read it for you," he said. Archie fumbled with his cookie and finally extracted his fortune. He looked at it carefully, then handed it to Kevin. "Patience and precision are virtues you should cultivate." "In the outhouse." "Huh." Archie laughed again. patience and precision in the outhouse. It was good to see Archie laugh. Kevin had begun to wonder if he knew how. Just then a waiter and 2 waitresses clattered out of the kitchen and surrounded the only other occupied table, the one where the 2 women were eating. It was the birthday routine again. The woman facing Kevin looked startled for a moment, then grinned and blushed and gave her companion a playful slap on the arm. "Oh, you," she said. The waiter hit the gong, and the waitresses started to sing. Kevin could almost feel his body vibrating from the gong's sound waves. A thought seemed to flicker in his brain, like something he was seeing out of the corner of his eye but couldn't get a clear glimpse of. Something about the gong. He frowned and craned his neck, trying to get a better look at it. It looked the way a gong ought to look, a round disc of dark metal, slightly curved, carved with Chinese characters. It was about the size of a car tire, and it hung from a wooden frame. I wonder what kind of metal it is. Brass? No, brass is sort of a goldy color, isn't it? Bronze, maybe. Yeah, bronze is dark like that. He'd seen statues made of bronze. The thought broke through. Archer. I know where there's another tiger.